Hello, my loves. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So, I'm going to get into your reading in a moment. I just want to tell you about this deck that I got. It's a nice little story. So, if you want to stick around, you can. I will put a timestamp down below. If you don't want to hear the story, it's absolutely cool. You don't have to. So, anyway, about this deck. The deck I'm using today for this reading, I've been guided to use today. And this deck, I don't like to use it too often. And there's a reason behind this because I was gifted this and I only use it when I feel like I'm guided to it. I got gifted this off a man that I went to see. He's called David Shotton. He came in to do some classes on like energy and spiritualism and like science and literally spiritualism and how it works together, how energy and spiritualism works, and quantum physics. He's a chemist, actually. He's a retired chemist. He's a lovely man, honestly, salt of the earth. And he gifted me this, and he's second class. He said, "I've got something for you." So I went to go and see him for his second class, and I was like, "Great, cool." So anyway, he said, "I've got this for you. It's a tarot deck," and because he heard that I did tarot, and he felt guided to give me this deck. Now I've had a spirit for me as a child. I've always had a spirit with me. Now I didn't know this at the time because I had this little obsession. I wouldn't say obsession. I just liked the name Doris. As I grew up, I always had this name floating around in my brain for some reason. I like to call my dolls it. I like to call anything that I had was like it was either Doris or Ethel or something like that. So anyway, my favourite actor was Doris Day. She played Calamity Jane, which was one of my favourite films as a child growing up. Anyway, there was no sort of link. I didn't think of that link anyway until now, obviously. Until I got this deck. So anyway, he gave me this deck. This lady died around about the time when I was born, actually. I found out. And she's a lovely spirit guide. She's always been with us. And she guides me through. And I actually got given her deck, her own personal deck. It has lovely energy to it. It even has a smell to it. It smells of lavender. It's beautiful. I love the smell of lavender anyway. So it's quite calming to us, and I love working with this deck. So when I do work with this deck, I like to use it correctly, really, and for purposes to help people. And I like to use it as a way to honour really the life of Doris as well, her life, because she was a lovely soul, a beautiful, beautiful soul. She loved life. She was a lot like me, a lot like me, a free spirit, liked to be who she was. She was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul, salt of the earth, and yeah. So I'm dead grateful for Dave Shotton for giving me this. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. If he even watches these videos, I don't even know if he does, but he might do. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And as I say, I like to honour this deck every time I use it. And I get guided to use it, and it helps the people that watch these videos and everything. So thank you so much, Dave, for hanging on to these for us. And she thanks you too. Doris thanks you too. So anyway, that was my story out the way. So I've timestamped down below if you like to listen or not. You don't have to. Anyway, let's jump into your reading today. Let's see, what do you need to know? What's going on with you right now? So we have here Not Enough. Not Today. Grim Reaper and the Snake. So I do feel like life is falling apart for you right now. Just had something fall off my table. And I feel like for you, you may be falling apart little by little. I do feel like you don't really want to deal with this situation, but I feel like you have to now. because it's affecting your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself, feeling not enough. I feel like you're frustrated at this whole situation. I do feel like for somebody here, there's another woman in the picture with the snake coming out, or another man who doesn't have the best intentions for you. They may feel like your competition. They're just. I feel like they're very vengeful, whoever's like watching you, and I feel like you need to just stand in your power a little bit here, because I do feel like this is done. Whatever this was to you, it's done. You're ready to grow and you're ready to transform your life now. You're not willing to no. You're not willing to deal with this anymore. I feel like you're really angry with this person. I feel your frustration over this, and I feel like you're battling yourself all the time. And the thing is, you don't, because I feel like some of you are going, let it go. But the thing is, to let it go, you don't have to get rid of it. To let it go is just to leave it as it is. Leave it exactly how it's meant to be. This is how it's meant to be. You can't change it. You shouldn't have to change it. All you can change in this now moment is you and how you feel about you. Because at the moment, I feel like it's really affected your self-esteem. They're not enough. This has to start with you. Your healing has to start with you and how you feel about you. And the thing is, like, I feel like there's ego getting involved. Like, you might be feeling a little bit like this person's competition. Like, but no, like, they're not. And it's all to do with this heartbreak. And I feel like you're grieving. You're grieving. And it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel like angry, and you're mourning. You're going through one of the stages to mourning, and I feel like you're going through it a little bit. I feel like you don't want to deal with it today, and you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to get rid of it. You don't have to feel like you have to get rid of it right now. You can just let it be. Let it be as it is. Let's see what's going on with you right now. We've got the Empress in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Not all these cards are in reverse, by the way. I'm just pointing this out. Let's see. We've got the Ten of Swords. Sorry, the Nine of Swords. And the Magician. Right, okay. I feel like this was meant to happen. We got Justice just fell out there as well. This was meant to happen the way that it did. This was karmic justice, and this had to happen. And I feel like ultimately this whole situation has been hurting you. One moment. I don't know what it is about today. I'm going to go on. I'm being resilient. I do feel like for you, there's a real need to look at this as a time for you to heal. I'm looking at the angel wings, and I'm feeling like there's something here about comforting yourself. I feel like you really just need to comfort yourself right now. Again, it's not to get rid of it completely or try to rid it from your life, like sort of thing. It's just to be okay with what is right now. Because I feel like there's a real self-love, self-nurturing deficit here. And the thing is, I feel like you've been given to this situation and you're overthinking it with the Nine of Swords. Like, what happens if this person doesn't come back? I feel like that's a real fear you need to look into. I feel like some of you fear being alone. You feel like you're never going to be loved again. There's a massive big fear here of being on your own. The thing is, I feel like for some of you, you've been alone or feel alone even when you're with this person. And that's the truth. I feel like for some of you, This had to happen in order for you to get your justice and for you to do better for you. And the thing is, I feel like you need to experience being on your own, and it's hard to hear, right? But sometimes we need to be on our own. To be fair, right? I'll tell you my experiences because that's all I can draw from is my own experience. And the thing is that to be on your own, like I didn't want to be on my own. I didn't want I didn't want it, but I had to. And the thing is, without going that little, I think, I can't remember how long I was on my own. Actually, I was on my own for some time. I tried dating. I was so frustrated with it, with the dating thing, and I kept going. I was just going round and round in circles. And then I just got to the point where I was just like, do you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. But I really, like, deep down, I knew I didn't want to be on my own, right? And I cried a lot over it. I honoured those feelings of, like, loneliness, and I honoured myself in the end. I was just like, if I have to do this alone, I need to get used to my own company. Because I just had enough of everything basically, and I feel like you're getting to this place of I've just had enough of relationships. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of that, and which is fair enough. And I got to that stage, but this is where life got good when I decided to stop and be like, I need to just look after myself. So I switched myself up this way. I decided to take care of myself. I started to go and explore nature. I started to go and look after myself, listen to podcasts. Started going out on my own, independently. I started hanging out with my friends, reconnecting with my friends, going out with my friends, doing things with my children more. Instead of like hating that I was just a single parent and on my own, I started embracing what I already had, embracing like my children, going to hang out with my children, having a good time with my children. Not to say I didn't have a good time with my children before, because I absolutely did. But it just meant more to us when I was on my own as a single parent and just being single. Do you know what I mean? And the same with my friends. Like, it means more to us. They saved my friends saved my life, basically. I have a good bunch of friends, and I'm very blessed to have them. If you don't have friends, like you'll find your tribe when you reach out for them as well, and allow your friends to help you too. Because I didn't used to allow it, because I was always like too proud and like, I can't allow people to help me or whatever, and like, I'm strong and independent and all this shite. And like, no, I wasn't strong and independent. I just needed people around me. I needed to just be vulnerable and be like, I need people. I needed people to help me. And not only that, when I allowed myself to be vulnerable with people, I also found my tribe. I found the people I was meant to be with. I also the people that weren't meant to be in my life fell away as well, which was okay. I was very sad with some of them that left, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure one still watches me channel, by the way. Hello. Yes, you know who you are. If shoes fit, you know I miss you. And yeah, you're choosing to be where you are, and that's okay. I still do care about you a lot, and you're more than welcome to come back and talk to me if you want to. But that's fine if you don't as well. I understand. Anyway, just putting it out there, because it is somebody that watches the channel. I know she does, and she gets very upset with where she is, and I know she's upset, but it's okay. You're gonna be all right. I still love you. Very awkward. Anyway, I just made it awkward, didn't I? Anyway, so the thing is, like, until you go through this, until you find your independence, so romanticize your life. I absolutely love doing this, actually. I romanticized my life. I mean, I took myself out on dates, basically. Took myself out to eat. Took myself out for a drink. I took myself to coffee shops. I used to sit and people watch. Absolutely love people watching, to be honest with you. Took myself out in the woods. Used to love frolicking around the woods on my own. Walk lots of nature walks. Absolutely love nature, and just appreciate it so much more. Listen to podcasts, as I said, reading, did all the stuff that I like doing. Started like doing random hobbies like crocheting and like finding new things just to do, just to try. I was trying new things all the time. And, I was traveling with my friends. I was doing all sorts. I was traveling even on my own. You name it, I did it. When I was on my own, and I had my best time. But then I sort of had the inkling of when I wanted to go into dating again, and it wasn't so much as I was looking for somebody to complete me or to complete something. I wanted somebody to be on the same level as me, and if they weren't on the same level as me, I was willing to let it go as well. And I was in that place of like, I'm dating because I want to be with like I want to have somebody that's on my level, and if they can't, then that's cool. But I'm going to be okay on my own, regardless of if that right person turns up or not. And that's how I met my now boyfriend. It's beautiful. But you will, and I feel like because you're scared of that next phase of what if I let this be, what's going to happen. You've got so much to look forward to. It's unreal. It's just taking that leap of faith into it and stop being so mad at the world. Because I feel like some of you are so mad at the world, mad at people and mad at the world. And the thing is, you're mad at yourself as well. You're mad at yourself because maybe this person didn't show up the way that you wanted, which is fine. And honour that part of you. Like, honour it. And it's okay to feel like that. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like this is a case of you need to romance yourself. You're going to romance yourself. Look at this new beginning. And you can have this new beginning. You can have that for yourself. This Ace of Pentacles is ready and waiting for you. You just now got to take those steps. I've seen the Page of Wands there. Let's see what's going to happen in the potential future for you. I've been on one. So we have here the Nine of Cups. Sorry, Seven of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Wands. Potential future. We have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups must have been coming. Wishes, wants, desires, death. Death to this guy. Allowing this guy back in. I feel like for you, in the potential future, this person may return. The returner is going to return. I'm sorry to say it, but you're going to be already going through this transformation. Like, I feel like for some of you, like, this transformation had to happen. I feel like this person's brought your spirit. They stopped you from being the nice person that you are. Underneath everything. I feel like this relationship has held you back from who you are for too long. It's disconnected yourself from who you are. Truly who you are. I feel like some of it is so kind and lovely and nice, and you used to be that person, confident, beautiful. You still are all them things. But I feel like this person took that little piece of you away that day when they left. When they continue to come in and out your life, they take a little piece of you every time they leave. You let them take that with you. And you've got choices too. You've got choices. I just feel like for some of you, it's taking back that power and understanding you can transform. You can change yourself. But you've got to love yourself more than this. Love yourself more than the guy that comes in pretending. Love yourself more than this person. When you romanticize yourself, right, and allow your friends to treat you as well. Like, I feel like for some of you, it's allowing your vulnerability to shine through. Allow yourself to be yourself. Kind, loving it, compassionate. Also, don't take shit from people. That's a big one. Don't. You don't need to. It's being honestly and classically, authentically yourself at all times. When you get to that place of authenticity, you will not give a shit. Basically, You'll let things be. Again, not to let go, and not letting go as in to get rid. You're letting go to let it be as it is. That's letting it go. It takes the stress away. You've had enough. It's time to let down those burdens. It's time to build something new for yourself. So let us get you some more cards, my love. And oh my goodness, I'm going well over today. Let's see, potential future for you. Let's have a look. Your dreams need a practical plan. So for some of you, I do feel like you need to start taking those action steps now. Take an action. Emotions are running high, and I feel like you need to honour those. Honour those feelings. You're going to be absolutely fine. You are very close to achieving your goal, and nothing yet is set in stone. So things can change all the time. Like, nothing is out of your reach. I feel like for some of you, again, it's feeling like, oh, I'm not going to get anybody else the same or on that level. Like, you don't want something like that again? Do you want something like that again? Because trust me, if you're in this stage of this guy, play guy, in and out all the time, like chaos, all that shite that they bring, excuse me language, they bring with them. Do you really want someone like that for the rest of your life? Because I'm telling you now, when you're 80, 90 years old, sitting in the nursing home or whatever, with this by your side, like running off with flipping Gertrude down the road, do you know what I mean? Like, absolutely not. No. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop it. Guys, you don't want blooming that sort of behaviour for the rest of your life. Jesus Christ. No. Excuse me. I'm very passionate. What can I say? Let's get you some romance angels, my love. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious and spiritual path. For some of you, this had to go, and I feel like it's because you're growing. You're outgrowing the situation that you're in. You're outgrown it. You don't need this. It's actually, to me, that there's an ick, massive big ick. You're like, nah, no thanks. I'd rather be on my own if I had somebody like that. That's the truth. We've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I do feel like there's somebody coming in for you. And we've got calling in your soulmate. You're calling somebody in. But you need to accept what you need to be doing for you right now. I feel like for some of you, it's finding out your worth. And I feel like for some of you, it's really looking at and honing into yourself. It's romanticizing yourself, and then this is where you find your strength and your worth as well. So I feel like for some of you, it's realizing that you're worthy of love, discovering that there's more to life than just love, more to life than just this as well, the love situation. There's more to life than a relationship. Like, you need to enjoy life. Life's to living, and you don't want to be sitting at 90 regretting every 2 minutes, like, I let this man rob me of my life for so long. No, we're not doing that. Not today. Let's get you some advice, my love. You need to forgive yourself and love yourself more. Love yourself more than this person. Go out and experience life. Like, honestly, life's so short. We're given such a short time on this earth. Please go and enjoy your life. Please go and live it to the very fullest and enjoy it. Enjoy it as much as you possibly can. We have here Archangel Michael. Trust in heaven, you are safe. Angel stands close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Lovely little Archangel Michael there. Let's see. I just seen you. My goodness. There he is. So, your angel team is with you now. You are not in this alone. You may be feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, but your angels are inviting you to step back so that you can come in and share their light of miracles. You may feel that your prayers aren't heard, but doubt blocks solutions from entering your life. Now that Archangel Michael and his legion of angels are here to help clear anything that's not serving you, so that you can allow the miracles of change that you deserve. And you do deserve the change, but you also have to be that change. You have to be that change and start with you first. There is a kind, loving, compassionate person that's in you, and you need to let that person shine, because don't let this situation harden you to the world, because you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. And it's like, I feel like you're really sensitive at this time and you're hating on people, which is fine. You're okay to be that. You don't need to hurt people in the process. You can also be very kind to yourself and let this nice person, don't let other people's ugly destroy your nice or destroy your kindness. You don't let other people destroy you. You be kind to you, be nice to you, and watch how that changes your outside world, because ultimately how we feel about ourselves is how it shows up in the outside world. Trust me, how we speak to ourselves, how we show up into the world, like this is ultimately how people are going to treat us too. We need to treat ourselves really nicely, really kindly, not let the bullshit in. Be kind and loving to ourselves more. You won't allow this in. When you're kind and loving to yourself, you just be like, ooh, no thanks. Bye. Doesn't matter how you look. Doesn't matter anything like that. No. Once you decide I deserve better, I'm going to do some nice things for myself. Get back to you. You might not even want to date anymore. That's how good it is. Like, you won't care. But you'll obviously have somebody who's just a little added bonus that's lovely to be with. And they're a good match to you. Because again, you won't accept the bullshit that comes with that. Anyway, I love you so much. They've got their own lessons to learn. Love you so much. Have the best day ever. Love you. Bye. Bye.